Hello, crafty friends. Sparkles Creations. Happy to see you all here today. We're going to continue on our session of GIMP 102. And today we are going to be learning, I'll show you how to open a file, a PDF file, put it in GIMP, and then we're going to convert it, and we're going to separate elements out that you can use in your journal, and then we'll do a page. Okay? So, first you're going to go and, you're going to go and find your image. And I'm going to open with GIMP, and that'll take me right to GIMP. I've already set GIMP as my default editing folder, but if you didn't, that's what you would do. Okay? So, let's close that one. Let's do that again because I had two files open. Open with GIMP. Okay. And we can close this one. Okay, so this says import from PDF, and it's the folder I'm looking for. And I want to select under layers here, you want to change it to images, and you want to make this 300. And then you're going to import. Okay, so there is my PDF page. This is a page that if I was going to journal, I would just print out the page like this. And I printed this on sticky back paper because that's my style. And then I would cut out what I wanted to use and I'd put it in my Bible or my journal. And I'm going to do this later. But for now, I want to take that same image and I want to do it digitally. So we're going to do what we did yesterday in GIMP 101. We're going to convert this whole page to a PNG. So you're going to hit the fuzzy tool and hit any place on the white. And that will highlight. You can't see it real clearly, but there's little, everything is highlighted, all the writing and everything. So then you're going to go Layer, New. You want to make this a transparency. And normally I don't change anything here. Hit OK. And then I want to merge down because I want to make it 1. And then I'm going to go Edit, Clear, and that's going to take all the white away. So now this hashtag, let me make it a little bit bigger, maybe you can see it better. All this hashtag means that everything's been cut out or made into a PNG file. So I'm going to save, export as, and I'm just going to change this to PNG. PNG. Okay, I'm going to leave it. I want to put it on my desktop just so I can find it for now, okay? And then I'm going to export it. So this is what we did yesterday. Okay, so we're just going to close out just for argument's sake. So now I'm going to go to the desktop, and here's the image, and now it's a PNG. So I want to open it. Again, you're going to open with GIMP. That new page will come in with all the crosshatches on. Okay? So now I want to isolate some of these images and make them individual. So when I do a page, I can put them on and layer and do individually. So what you want to do now is you're going to take the crop tool, which is next to the select tool, the crop tool. So highlight that. And now you're just going to pick out, we'll just pick out this pumpkin up here. And you're going to like draw a box around it. And click inside. Now just that pumpkin's there, but it has all this stuff around it. So let's make this a little bit bigger. And let's erase all the clutter that's around that pumpkin. Okay? So now right under the crop tool is an erase tool. So you're going to highlight that. And then you're going to just go through, it's an eraser. And you could take all this stuff out that you don't want. Okay? And take your time. You want to make sure you get it all because whatever's left behind, when you go to isolate your image, it will show. So sometimes you can get real close and you don't have to erase so much, but that's normally not the case. And you want to make sure you make this big enough down here so that you can see the whole image, okay? Because there might be something hidden on the sides. So what we'll do is we'll get all this out. Yes, my Surface Pro pen doesn't work, so I'm using my mouse. Okay. So this looks pretty good, and if you want to check, you can make it even a little bit bigger down here. Make it 200, and then just look around like here's a spot. Just make sure you got all the background. Okay? And then you're going to say File, Export As. I wanted to go to my desktop, but now I just start naming these. I'm going to delete some of this stuff on here. I'm just going to start naming the elements 1 through whatever. So this will be number 1, and I'm going to export it. Export. So now when I go back to my desktop where I put them on, I have a pumpkin. We have the main menu, the main page, and a pumpkin. Now, to get back to your base image, just hit this right here. And let's bring this back to 50%. And now say you want this a leaf here. So you select your crop, and let's take this leaf. We just want this one. So isolate it as best as you can and hit it. So now you have just the leaf. Make it a little bit bigger. Oops. And get your eraser, and you're going to erase. Now, you might just look at your image that's on your computer and decide, I think I want the pumpkin. Now, these are the same pumpkins, but you can reduce them in size later inside the program. I want the pumpkin. I want the leaves. I want a verse. Maybe I want this. So you pick and choose. You don't have to do it all right now because this will all be, the original will all be in your computer. So let's just make this a little bigger, make sure I got it all cleaned up to my liking. Oops, that's kind of big. 200. Oh, there's a spot there I missed. So that all looks good. So I'm going to File, Export As, and I'm just going to change, it's in my desktop. I'm going to just change this number 1 to a number 2. And then I'm going to export. Export. Again, I don't change any settings. So now when you go in here, now you have a pumpkin, you have a leaf, and you have the main PNG folder. So back here, to get to the base, to do another one, you hit Base Image. Make this 50%. And let's say I change not. We want this. I want these words. I'll do them all together. I can break them up later. So you want to crop. Highlight that. Highlight your image. Click. It's isolated. Let's make this a little bit bigger. I see there's a spot here. We want to erase. Erase. Let's check it. Make sure there's nothing else. That looks good. File. Export as. It's in my desktop. It's very important to know where you put things. 3. Export. Export. Okay, base image. Let's see, what else do I want to cut out at this time? I got this flower. Let's get some more leaves. Crop. We'll get this little oak leaf. Make it at least 100% so you can see it. Erase tool. Okay. Make it bigger just to check. It looks good. So we're going to file, export as. This will be number 4. Export. Export. Base image. Let's do this leaf here. So again, you have to hit the crop tool. Get it as best you can. Enlarge it. I had wished I had someone show me all this in person. So that's what I'm trying to recreate here. I'll do a couple more. And then next week we'll tackle Zoto, which is the PDF editor program. Export as. This will be number 5. Export. Export. Okay, so we'll go up here and we'll just look. We have a pumpkin. We have a leaf. Don't worry about the size. We'll change all that. We have another leaf, a leaf, and we have some words. So that's almost good for a page, but let me see if there's anything else. Base image. I think I want some of these acorns. So let's get this acorn here. And he might be clean as is. Yeah, he's good. So we're just going to file, export as. The next number is going to be 6. That's how I do it. Now you can make a folder that says flowers or whatever and just put all your flowers in there, but I like to do it by the kit company and then all the images in there. I'll show you one of my files when we're done. Okay, so we have some acorns. We have some words. Let's get a verse. Let's get this one up here. So let's do this. Let's make it bigger because it's letters. Okay, so first we're going to take out all this excess. And then I'll show you how to get rid of those white circles. Okay, so let's make it a little bit bigger. So I told you this yesterday. You hit the select tool and you hit these. And then okay, that's not going to work on here. You hit the select tool. Edit. Clear. You hit the select tool. Edit. Clear. On my main desktop, it works by hitting the delete button. Okay. I like to clean these up because otherwise these white circles will show up on your page, and I don't like that. So I do this extra step. All right. Clear. We'll just do the first word. I don't know if we can do more than one. Let's try. Nope, it just does the last one. Edit. Clear. Edit. Clear. Okay, we're just going to do that. We're going to do the top. I need to clean some of this off. I see some more color that came through. So, all right, what's going to happen is I have to make this smaller. And just make sure. Let's cut this a little bit more. We don't need all this space. Okay, so this is the one we're going to save. We're going to leave those white ones in. I'll see how it looks. Export as, and this will be number 7. So we've just taken 7 images off the main PNG folder that we made, file that we made. Okay, we can close this. Discard. Okay, so here they are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so and we know they're on the desktop, so we can close that. Now we're going to go into our Zoto, and here's where we're going to make a page. I was playing with one earlier. I like to put backgrounds on some of my pages. So what I do is you're going to edit, you're going to grab an image, and I've been doing this for years, so I already have some backgrounds in here, okay? I chose this one. It was a JPEG, but I made it a PNG. So I'm going to choose that one. So I'm going to hit it, and it's going to import it over here. Now, unfortunately, a lot of these, oops, yeah, it does that sometimes. So let's get to my, I'm in the wrong place. Okay, I want this one. And I want to get to the last page. Okay, I found that if I save as I go, you don't lose things. It's a free program. It's got a little, sometimes it has little hiccups in it, but that doesn't bother me. So I'm going to pick my background again, and it was this one. I'm just going to size it as best I can. And I want to keep it within the rings of the book. Okay? Now I'm going to just hit Control S to save that. That's just me. Now I'm going to put another one of the same page on here, but that's not the best. Sometimes you can find paper that fits exactly, but I don't bother trying to find something like that. I just use what I have, and I just make it work. So here's the second one. So I'm going to start it up here, and I'm just going to overlap. And because they're PNGs, that'll work. It does have a seam here. It doesn't bother me because we're going to cover it. Okay? So I want to Control S, just because I don't want to be thinking around. Okay, so now we want to put some decorations on here from the items that we saved. So we're going to go to Image, File. We're going up to our desktop because that's where I told you we were saving it. And let's add a pumpkin. Now, these can be sized, the same pumpkin, okay? So you can make it as big as you want. You can put it wherever you want. I want to put it in the corner over here. So you just play with it till you get where you want it. Maybe I want it over here. Okay, so I want to make a couple more because I want to stack them. So you repeat this. You take your pumpkin, you open it, and we'll put him down here. And put him all the way down. Okay? And we'll do one more. Pumpkin. Now, because they're transparent, see what happens? They all fall into place. Okay? So we're just going to leave it like that. I'm going to Control S to save it just because. Now I want to put a verse up here. So remember the verse, I didn't clean all the white, so I want to see what happens. Okay? Now, see, for I am the Lord, I changed. That looks perfect. But all these whites show here. I don't like that, so I'm going to delete it. I'm going to go back here. I'm going to open this up in GIMP. And I'm going to clean that up. Once you get going, you don't even think about it. So we want to select this, edit, clear. Select, edit, clear. So we're going to do this real quick. Clear, select, edit, clear. Select, edit, clear. Now there's different programs I know out there. There's GoodNotes and different programs. This is easy for me once I figured it out, and I must have made at least 30, 40 journals over the years. Either traveler's notebook size, full journals, just little notebooks. And I will try to find some links when we do the Zoto of where you can get some free journals and just load them up and they'll be perfect. So that'll be next week. We'll work on that. We're going to finish this and finish our page. Okay, so we've gotten all of our letters there, so we're going to resave this one, or export as, and I'm going to keep that. I'm going to keep what it was because we're replacing it. Excuse me. Okay, so we can close this. So we go back to our Zoto, and now I want to add an image, and I want to do this verse, and this background is kind of dark, but it'll serve the purpose for what we're doing here. Okay, so you'd want to take that in consideration. So we have that. We have some pumpkins. So let's see, let's add just some leaves and things like that. So you go back to your desktop and let's add, we'll make a leaf cluster. Maybe they're behind the pumpkins. No, that's on top of the pumpkin. If you want them behind the pumpkin, you have to put them on first. So let's put one up here. With the digital, you can just play around with it and get the way you want it. And I'll move this down here. So we have a leaf up there. Okay. Just in case. So we want to add another leaf. And we'll take this green one and let's rotate it and see what it looks like. No, we don't want it that way. So let's get it back. There you go, one more. Okay. So let's see, where do we want to put this? Oh. All right. I'm going to move these pumpkins because I want to put some leaves. I want to move him over there. Actually, I'm going to delete him. So I want to put some leaves down here. So we'll put some leaves down here. All right. We got that. Now I'm going to add another pumpkin back. Now you could have, these were all the same, okay? But you could, you know, it doesn't pay to have to cut them all and resize them because you can just resize the one. So I took the medium-sized one. So I'm going to just resize him and put him down on the leaves. And make it a little bit bigger. Just so you see some color sticking out there, okay? And then I don't know why it's doing that. Soto had an update, and every now and then it'll do something like this. Okay, so move him, move him, move him. Okay. Now we'll try to add some leaves again. But that's how you'll learn, just by practicing. So put him down there and then resize him so he's not bigger than the pumpkin. And get another one. Let's do this one. Put him down here. And we'll resize him. Okay. Then we'll take one of these, whoops, one of these pumpkins back here. Okay. And let's see if we could get him in here someplace where he doesn't look lost. Okay. I actually buried him in there someplace, so let's delete this one. Let's get this one and make it bigger. It's all about playing and designing your pages, ladies. Once you get going, the sky will be the limit. Let's get these guys, and we'll make them small. And we'll put them up here. No, let's rotate. Rotate again. I want to get the stems on the bottom. And let's try to put this over here. Okay, so you got a little cluster going on over there. And then one more. I wanted to put this on top because it says I change not. I'm going to put it up here like a little tab. And yeah, you can either let it go all the way across, which I do not want. I just want it over here a little. Okay. So that's a very rough draft, okay? You'll be able to, I'd probably put a lighter color in the background here next time, make this lighter. And I would put this stuff down first and then put my pumpkins on top. But it's just a draft. It's just a practice session. So then you want to take a picture of this. So we're going to use the tool that's in here already. And it's a snippet, a screen snip. On a regular computer, you can press Shift, the Windows key, and S, and that'll bring it up. But this Surface Pro doesn't have that. So I'm going to just frame this. Actually, I should just do this one page since the other page. So I'm just going to frame it like that. Save it. Save as. I'm going to just put on my Google Drive as a screenshot from today. Save. Then I will save this page. And it's telling me it's saving it. Save. Then there you have it, my friends. It is syncing. My computer is syncing. I've got all my, whatever I do on my Surface Pro goes to my phone and goes to my laptop. So everything is all synced. So there you go. This is a freebie from keysofthekingdom.com. I'll put the link below so you can go to their page and support them. And then you're going to see this in a Bible. I'm going to do a Bible journal page also. So be blessed. Have a beautiful day. Bye.